Good evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. I'm Delaware Dash. Thank you for tuning in. Now, let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Many Guyanese forced to use up savings had no alternative source of income amid pandemic, report says. Guyana to market investment opportunities at World Expo in Dubai. CGX 2021 oil exploration offshore Guyana to cost US $90 million. Prime Minister engages GPL on constant power outages in Region 3 and 4. And former President Donald RAMOTAR takes COVID-19 vaccine. And now for the news in detail. A recent study had found that many Guyanese were forced to exhaust their savings as they had no alternative sources of income to depend on during the COVID-19 pandemic. These findings were detailed in a report prepared by the United Nations Development Program in collaboration with the Civil Defense Commission. The data was collected via telephone and face-to-face interviews using a sample of 1,500 households across the country. According to the report, although house expenditure remained somewhat normal, income had been reduced significantly, especially among female-led households. It indicated that 1 in every 5 persons reportedly lost income as a result of the pandemic. Additionally, approximately 69% of the respondents also reported that they had no alternative sources of income and would prefer cash as their primary form of assistance. Around 52% of the households interviewed said that they were forced to use up their savings. In regards to purchasing food, the report indicated that 33% of respondents resorted to buying cheaper, lesser preferred brands, while approximately 25% of persons said that they started growing their own vegetables. Apart from loss of income, 35% of respondents suggested that they would place proper internet access among their priority areas of need. Guyana is due to market its tourism product and investment opportunities at the World Expo 2020 in Dubai, which is set for later this year. Expo 2020, which was originally planned for last year, was postponed to this year in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce Onej Walron had said that the event presents tremendous opportunities for this country. Here are the details.
Expo 2020 is a world expo to be hosted by Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, originally scheduled for October 20th, 2020 to April 10th, 2021. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the new dates are October 1st, 2021 to March 31st, 2022. Dubbed the world's greatest show of human brilliance and achievement, the Dubai Expo is expected to attract participants from over 200 countries and companies and more than 25 million visitors. Guyana will use the opportunity to market its tourism product and investment opportunities. The 173-day-long event will feature food, music, technology, art, science, culture, and numerous live events. Like all other participating countries, Guyana will manage a pavilion and highlight its culture during a planned National Day. Guyana's participation was aided by a US $1.5 million contribution by the government of Dubai, which covers the cost of the pavilion, outfitting, airfare, and accommodation. Commenting on the event, Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Onej Walron, said, "This is a perfect, somewhat unrivaled opportunity for us to showcase Destination Guyana to the world. There will be millions of people traversing that venue, and there is no better time for us to market ourselves. Local tourism stakeholders will meet with potential investors to foster relationships with international operators, tourism marketers, the media, and other participants during the expo. Several local companies will attend the expo, while others will send products to be showcased." Reporting for the evening news, Ebony Giles.
Teams from the Environmental Protection Agency and the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission are currently offshore inspecting the Liza Destiny FPSO as ExxonMobil preps for the return of its gas compression following the completion of repairs. Here's Jarrell Bryan with the details.
According to a statement from ExxonMobil on Monday, repairs have been completed on the Liza Destiny gas compressor. The statement further explained that the compressor is being prepped for shipping from Germany to Guyana this week. According to the statement, teams from GGMC and the EPA are meanwhile inspecting Exxon's operations offshore. When questioned, Exxon spokeswoman Janelle Passard said that flaring can be expected to return to normal pilot levels after the reinstallation of the gas compressor. Exxon is currently flaring an average of 16 million cubic feet of gas per day, when pilot level flaring is usually 1 million cubic feet or less. According to the spokeswoman, Exxon is aiming to have the compressor safely back online by the end of this month. In the latter part of January, Exxon had announced it was experiencing technical problems with the seal on its Liza Destiny flash gas compressor. The problem resulted in Exxon having to reduce its production and also conduct routine flaring. Last month, Exxon had announced an axial vibration was the cause for the failure of its compressor. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
CGX Energy's drill campaign, which is scheduled to kick off in the second half of 2021 with 2 wells being drilled in the Quarantine and Demerara blocks, is expected to cost the company some $90 million. Here's Jarrell Bryan again with details.
CGX Energy, in a statement on Monday, listed the estimated cost for their 2021 exploration program as US $90 million. According to the company, this is based on presently available information, an indication that this sum could change. They also gave details of the 2 wells that will be drilled. The Kawa 1 well, which is earmarked for the Quarantine block, will be drilled to a depth of approximately 6,500 meters. Meanwhile, the Makarapan 1 exploration well will be drilled in the Demerara block to a total depth of approximately 3,500 meters. CGX and its joint venture partner Frontera Energy had previously commissioned an independent report into the potential value of the Demerara and Quarantine blocks. The report had revealed that they are potentially sitting on 4.9 million barrels of oil equivalent in the 2 blocks. However, the report also said that there is no certainty that the company can recover the oil or that it is even commercially viable. For its part, the government of Guyana had given CGX until November 2021 to commence drilling in its holdings offshore Guyana. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
Coming up, fishermen found dead at Leonora Seawall. 3.3 kilograms of cocaine busted in saltfish at CJIA, and over 300,000 persons take filaria pills thus far. Stay with us.
Dr. Kumar Sukraj, Diabetic Foot and Wound Care Clinic at St. Joseph's Mercy Hospital. Specialized treatment for all diabetic foot problems, varicose veins and venous ulcers, warts, corns and calluses, ingrown infected or thick toenails, surgical and traumatic wounds. Additional services include diet planning and counseling, blood sugar management, family wound care education, and specialized footwear. Your health is our priority. For appointments, call 622-8032 or 619-530.
Your number 1 supermarket cost cutter has everything you need. Come down to our Sheriff Street or our Track A Farm East Bank Demerara location and shop in comfort, knowing that you're also getting the most competitive prices. We currently have specials on onions, 5 pounds for $500 or 50-pound bag for $3,500. Purple onions, 25-pound bag for $22.50. Happy macaroni 400-gram packet, 1 for $200 and 3 for $500. Just Juice 500 milliliter, 1 for $135 and get 4 for $500. Miran soybean oil 500 milliliter bottle, 1 for $275, 4 for $1,000. Aqua Pure water 24 330 milliliter bottles, $1,100 per case. Buy 10 cases and get 1 case free, and much more. Give us a call on 231-7180 or 502-5660. You can also WhatsApp our farm branch on 686-6501 and our Sheriff Street branch on 686-7536.
You taste the cheese, you hear the crunch. Grab a zoomers and zoom into fun. And with the first taste, you feel like you don't want it done. Blast off to a whole new place with every single bite. The cheesy goodness bring your taste buds alive. So let's just zoom into fun with this wheel-shaped light. Zoomers, zoomers, Zoom into fun.
John Lewis Styles introduces its VIP Rewards Card. Apply today and get special discounts on clothing, shoes, and accessories. Shop and save on your favorite brands by just showing your card. No points to accumulate or bills to keep. It's that simple. Apply today for your John Lewis Styles VIP Rewards Card. See store for more details. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
Massey is by your side as we continue the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. In collaboration with OneCart, you can now get your groceries delivered or you can pick up curbside. Call, email, or WhatsApp your order to us. This service is available at both Providence and Turkine locations. Delivery and pickup between 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The fee is based on location. Orders must be paid in cash and placed 24 hours in advance. Special conditions apply. Remember to always protect yourself and those around you by wearing your masks. Also, don't forget to wash your hands and maintain a distance of 6 feet at all times around persons. Massey Stores. Our family serving your family.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. The body of a man was on Monday found among the rocks at the seawall at Leonora, West Coast, Demerara. He has been identified as 40-year-old Sadar Sukdio, called Rakesh, a fisherman of Iflot, West Coast, Demerara. The man's body was in a state of decomposition when it was discovered by a police rank on duty at around 14 hours 23. A report was made and ranks from the Leonora police station visited the scene. No marks of violence were seen on the body. Investigations are ongoing. Ranks of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit on Monday morning intercepted some 3.3 kilograms of cocaine in a package destined for Miami, United States of America. The bus was made at a cargo shed at the Chedijagan International Airport. Kanu, in a statement, said it unearthed 280 pieces of plastic-wrapped pencil-shaped parcels of what is suspected to be cocaine hidden in the bones of the saltfish intended for export. 6 persons are currently in custody pending investigations. Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, along with Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, on Monday held an urgent meeting with the Guyana Power and Lighting Cooperated to address blackout complaints from residents in Region 3, Essequibo Islands, West Demerara, and 4, Demerara, Mahaica. Here's Ebony Giles with the details.
According to the Prime Minister Mark Phillips, the country's main electricity provider, GPL, is aware of the excessive blackouts and dissatisfaction that customers are currently faced with. He noted that the blackouts are as a result of poor system maintenance, which the company is now addressing.
We've inherited a transmission and distribution system that, frankly speaking, should have gone through continuous maintenance over the last 5 years. My understanding is that the maintenance schedule over the last 5 years has not been consistent. So we're at a stage now where we're doing a lot of corrective maintenance work.
Nevertheless, he urged residents to bear with the company as they continue their corrective work. He further posited that in the meantime, GPL will work on updating the public on scheduled blackouts. Additionally, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, explained that GPL is working to remedy the issue.
I just would like to assure the Guyanese people that we are seriously looking into some of the faults. Internally in GPL, there are some issues that we are working on, deal with contractors and how they conduct their work and the quality of their work and so on. We are dealing with those. But apart from that, there are other areas which we are looking into, which is the inspection, putting more focus on the inspection and preventative maintenance.
Meanwhile, GPL's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Bharat Dindyal, explained that the maintenance works is time-consuming but has given an average timeline for completion.
Before you actually start the outage, it's a series of intensive plans. You have to bring all the people together, you have to look at the entire scope of work and decide how you allocate it, how you coordinate it on the day of the outage, who's going to track what, who's going to manage what. All the logistics and all the targets have to be set out, all the communication and a whole host of things. So it takes a little while to plan everything. And then on the day of the shutdown, it's a massive exercise. And that exercise is intended to really stabilize the circuit. So I'm thinking in 3 outages over a 3-week period, we should be able to stabilize the entire East Bank and the East Coast.
Moreover, GPL's chairman of the board, Mr. Maurice Gajadar, posited that the company is doing its very best to satisfy its customers.
We have to make a concerted effort to make sure that Guyanese are connected at all times. Yes, there will be the ad hoc blackouts and stuff. We're not saying that we will be eliminating blackout, but we are telling you that we are trying our best.
Reporting for the evening news, Ebony Giles.
The Mass Drug Administration to eliminate filariasis is seeing positive results, with over 360,000 persons recorded as taking the pills in this final round of the campaign. Here are the details.
Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony shared on Monday that 363,932 persons were reached as of this weekend in the populous regions 3, 4, 6, and 10. Over the weekend, the filaria elimination campaign was launched in regions 1, 2, 5, and 7, but the rollout started on Monday. Dr. Anthony said Region 1 saw a strong turnout during the launch and is expected that a high number of persons will take the medications.
Well, we had a good launching in Region 1 on Saturday, and we had a good turnout. We had a number of pill distributors who came out and other influencers in the community. So I suspect that the rollout of the filaria campaign in Region 1 is going to be very strong. The last time when they had such a campaign, they were able to get at least 74% of the people taking the medication. And we hope that they can do the same or even be better this time around. And from the enthusiasm that I saw, I think we're going to do better.
For the campaign, training has been completed for 1,400 pill distributors, 170 field officers, 20 regional coordinators, and 8 national supervisors, spanning 138 health facilities across the country. For those persons who have already contracted filaria, the minister had said that they are working on treatment to prevent them from developing a disability. It is recommended by the World Health Organization to roll out a mass administration of medicines in countries seeking to eliminate filaria completely. In Guyana, the first round would have already been completed, followed by this last round. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Teams from the Ministry of Health have embarked on a countrywide rollout of the coronavirus vaccine, which this country received from the governments of China and India. The immunization campaign officially began on February 11th. Ebony Giles has more details.
Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony has reminded that the COVID-19 vaccine is voluntary, but he nevertheless encouraged persons to take it when given the chance. The health minister explained that many persons in other countries want to be vaccinated, but are challenged by limited resources.
We would, of course, encourage you to get it because we know that it works and it's protective. And around the world, people are really trying to get access to vaccines. So we are very privileged to be able to get access. And even here at home, here in Guyana, a lot of people have been calling and they want to get the vaccine, right? We have restricted it so far to healthcare workers and to older people. But there are other people who want to have the vaccines. So my thing, and I've been repeating this over and over, if you get a chance to get your vaccine, take it.
He explained that the onus is upon government to ensure that frontline healthcare workers are offered the vaccines first.
Our job as a ministry is to, and as a government, is to be able to offer them the vaccine, and it's their choice whether they like to have the vaccine or not. You would recall that the President has said that we are not making this mandatory, but I'm very sure that health workers, nurses, doctors, other people in the health sector, they understand that because they are more at risk because of their interaction, that it would be wiser to take the vaccine.
With Guyana now in receipt of 80,000 AstraZeneca vaccines from India and 20,000 Sinopharm vaccines from China, the bracket of people to benefit will now go beyond frontline healthcare workers.
We have started in all the regions yesterday. We have teams that are deployed in different parts of the country, and the response has been good. As we get those numbers and we compile them, I'll be able to give you the numbers of how many persons have been vaccinated. But so far, it has been, yesterday was a good day. And we expect as we go through this immunization program that we'll get more people coming out, more people would know where the sites are and so forth.
According to him, since the administration of shots have started, there is lesser skepticism about the vaccines as more persons come forward to get immunized. Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Former President Donald RAMOTAR has been vaccinated against the novel coronavirus, and he is encouraging all Guyanese who have the opportunity to take one of the vaccines in an effort to help restore normalcy to the country. Here is his message to the nation.
I am Donald RAMOTAR, former President of the Republic of Guyana, and I just had the opportunity to take the vaccine against COVID-19. I want to encourage all Guyanese. I know that many people have been frustrated. They can't get a chance to go out, and they can't get a chance to enjoy themselves and to socialize with friends and family. And the quicker all of us take the vaccine, the faster we will be able to get back to normalcy in our lives. So I want to encourage all of you, as soon as the opportunity avails itself, that you should take the COVID vaccine and make a contribution not only to saving your own lives and protecting yourself and family, but making a contribution to our country to get back to normal life.
Guyana has recorded another COVID-19 death, taking the country's toll to 204. The latest fatality is a 76-year-old man from Region 10, Upper Demerara Berbice. Meanwhile, the country has also recorded 33 new cases of the novel coronavirus, which takes the total positives to 8,847. There are now 7 persons in the ICU, 35 in institutional isolation, 11 in institutional quarantine, and 400 in home isolation. However, the number of recoveries stands at 8,200. And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge is expected to be closed on Wednesday, March 10th, 2021 at 2 hours and then again at 13:30 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed on Wednesday, March 10th, 2021 at 14 hours 40 for a period of 1.5 hours.
Now, let's take a look at the local stock exchange market. Compliments of Gasky. Golden Jogs depart on March 17 for qualifiers, and GSCL Incorporated issues apology for breach of COVID-19 guidelines. Details of these stories in the Sportcast, sponsored by Marcor, coming up on the other side of the break.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Berger Paint original hues for any surface. we are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Satco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store, located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rheinveld.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanups, or construction sites. It's simple. Step 1, just pick up the phone and give us a call. Step 2, we deliver the skip bin size of your choice. Step 3, load the skip with all of your junk. And finally, step 4, we take it all away. It's that simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there's no job that's too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1150.
Poultry farmers, save money by cutting down the time it takes to pluck your chickens with the plucking machine from Sylvie's. Now available at affordable prices in 3 sizes: 500, 550 and 600 mm, 110 220 volts, 60 cycles, 1450 RPM. Replacement motors and the plucking fingers are also readily available right now at Sylvie's Variety Store, High and Hatfield Streets, Georgetown.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Malika Mutu. I am a pediatrician in private practice, and I have been an advocate for immunization for close to 20 years. And for those of you wondering, why vaccinate? Why do I support vaccination? It is because vaccination helps provide immunity to children before they are exposed to potentially life-threatening diseases. Immunity is the body's way of preventing disease. When a baby is born, their immune system is not fully developed, which can put them at greater risk for infections. Vaccines reduce the risk of infection by working with the body's natural defenses to help safely develop immunity to disease. Vaccines are safe and effective, and vaccines work. For more information on vaccines, please speak to your healthcare provider or contact the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back to this evening's Sportcast, sponsored by Marcor. In the interest of the team's safety, the Golden Jaguars will play both FIFA 2022 qualifying games in the Dominican Republic, with the team scheduled to depart on March 17. Jemima Holmes has more.
During their first media engagement in over a year, the Guyana football